He teased breaking news 4 minutes ago. Tom Brady made it official. Tom Brady is retiring. He put it on Instagram. I don't know if there's going to be a press conference, but, imagine last night that you had Jim Gray talking to Tom on his podcast, and Tom was doing everything he could to kind of deflect here, and, I got to, factor in, going through a process, and he was delaying the inevitable. And I thought maybe if he got to Wednesday of this week, or he waited until after the Super Bowl, but they made it official. And I don't know if there's going to be any kind of press conference here, but Adam Schefter and Jeff Darlington were correct. It was going to happen, the retirement. So that's the breaking news, that Tom Brady is officially going to retire. Paulie is bringing the Instagram hot off the press. I've always believed the sport of football is an all-in proposition. If a 100% competitive commitment isn't there, you won't succeed. Success is what I love so much about our game. There's a physical, mental, emotional challenge every single day. This is difficult for me to write, but here it goes. I am not going to make that competitive commitment anymore. I have loved my NFL career, and now it's time to focus my time and energy on other things that require my attention. That's Tom Brady. All right.
He went on for about, 6 more slides on Instagram, and he thanked different people from the Tampa Bay, the team, the coaches, thanked his family. He didn't mention anything about the Patriots or his past there, but that might be something in a different post.
Did he thank Adam Schefter?
He did not.
He did not. Okay. I was just curious.
It is interesting that Schefter and Darlington were absolutely correct 2.5 days later.
Yeah, because we reached out to ESPN PR and just said, you guys standing by this? And they said yes. So I didn't have any doubts about it. It was just the timing of it, because Tom didn't say that he was coming back, wanted to come back. And all this speculation, oh, man, he could end up with the 49ers. At this age, he's 44 with these kids, and now you're going to uproot him again? Like, you can't be selfish. If he wants to play again, you play in Tampa. Not, I want to retire, or I want to quit. Trade me to the 49ers so I can go out in style. Come on. He did everything that you could possibly ask for, and then some. He had nothing left to play for. Like, you're actually competing against yourself. This is what happened with Jordan. Jordan had won 6 titles. He won 3 titles. He's like, I need a challenge here. Left, came back, won 3 more titles. And then you start chasing yourself. He went to the Wizards. He's still chasing the ghost of Michael Jordan with the Bulls. You never catch that guy. Tom is always going to want to play. But you can't. This isn't one of those. And I'm old enough to remember when Joe Namath and Johnny Unitas ended their careers with teams other than the ones that, they earned their Hall of Fame bust with. And you just watched them, and you didn't want to see that. Where you go, oh, my gosh, going to end with the Rams, going to end with the Chargers. It's just he played at a really high level. The bar is set so high. We want Patrick Mahomes maybe to be the GOAT in waiting here. It's a dynasty of one right now. Brady, you can't ask for anything more. Guys who play well and play well in big moments, games on the line. And to have that moment against the Rams as your final game, down 27-3, you come back, you tie it. He scared the hell out of the Rams. He just ran out of time.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.